Today I'm going to show you how I create the Puking rainbow emoji in Illustrator. These are the colors that I'm going to use. Feel free to screenshot them or come up with your own color palette if you want. I'm creating a background first with the rectangle tool, and I'm going to use the color picker to select the different colors that I have here. Let's lock this layer and create a new one for the emoji itself. Now with the ellipse tool, create a circle, make it yellow, and center it in the canvas. Now copy and paste this circle in place. Let's choose a purplish gray for the shade. In the transparency panel, I'm going to choose multiply as fusion mode and create a duplicate with Alt. Now in the Pathfinder, let's select minus front and we have our shadow. Again, copy and paste in place, right click and scale. Transform scale to make this a little bit smaller. Let's try 95. Let's choose a smaller number, maybe 87. And let's give this circle a gradient. I'm going to choose white for both ends of the gradient, and for one of them I'm going to give it an opacity of 0. Let's choose 90 degrees and flip it around. And now with the white arrow tool I'm going to delete the point down here. And now we have a shiny effect for the top of the emoji. To create the eyes, I'm going to use the pen tool. Let's create a shape like this. I tend to do the lower part of the eye a little bit shorter. I think it looks better, but that's a personal choice. Let's color it dark gray and select stroke. Make it a little bit thicker. And here I'm going to select the round cap ends and the round corners as well. I'm going to zoom in to adjust the details a little bit. With the width tool, I'll make the center part a little bit thicker and the extremes a little bit thinner. Once I'm happy with it, I can adjust the position, the stroke weight, and duplicate it. Transform, reflect vertically, and now we have the two eyes. To center them in the emoji, I'm going to group all of these three shapes so that they move as one. And I'm also going to group the two eyes. I'm going to select both groups and click here. Horizontal align center. Let's create the eyebrows now. Again with the pen tool. Let's create a curve like this. And I'll use the eyedropper to use the same kind of line as the eyes. And once again, with the width tool, I'm going to make the center this time a little bit thicker. And the ends a little bit thinner. And once I'm happy, let's duplicate this and reflect it on the other side. Now I can create the mouth. And for it, I'm going to use an ellipse. Let's choose the mouth color, which I have here. And I'm going to delete the bottom point. Select these two, right click and join. Let's adjust the position of the mouth. Center it. And now I select these two. And you see these little circles at the corners? Click and drag. And you can get rounded corners which look nicer in my opinion. And finally, let's do the rainbow. With the rectangle tool, I'm going to create some columns with different colors, which I have here already pre-selected. I need 6. Now I can group this so that it's easier to move, and I'm going to adjust it to the size of the emoji itself. Great, and now let's create the foam at the end of the waterfall. With the ellipse tool, I'm going to select white and simply create some circles down here, wherever you think it looks best. Once you have created them, you can move them around, you can add extra circles, completely up to you. Create a duplicate of the mouth, copy and paste in place, and drag these two corners down here. And with the selection tool, select the mouth shape and the rainbow group, right click, make clipping mask. Now select all of the clouds, right click, arrange, and bring to front. I'm editing and I realized that I forgot to show you something important. Our art is finished, it's done, it's great, but there's a problem. We might want to use this emoji in a white background or very light one, which as you can see doesn't work because we cannot really see this bottom part. So I'm going to show you a solution for this. Select the whole content of your emoji layer by clicking here next to this little circle. Now you can see that everything's selected, and now click on the drop down option for this layer. We're going to look for the mask that we have created for the rainbow. So down here we can see that it says clip group. Click on the drop down again and you will see the clipping mask. To avoid selecting it, we are going to click here to lock this specific shape. And now we have everything selected except for the mask. I'm going to copy and paste everything in place. And let's go to the Pathfinder window and select Unite. And now everything is one single shape. I will select the gray, dark gray color that I have here and change this shape to stroke. Let's add a little bit of weight to it. And now select the option to have the stroke to the outside of the shape. Now we can adjust the weight of the stroke, and as you can see, we can perfectly see the emoji and the cloud even on a white background. I hope this was useful and you enjoyed the tutorial. If you have any questions, as always, let me know in the comments and have a great week.